Hey guys, Kevin here. I hope the lighting's alright. I mean, it's dark as hell in here with the backlighting. I'm sure it's not great, but today's a sad day in the garage. Let alone it's 30 degrees outside, the warmest it's been all week. I sold the CRAFTSMAN. Somebody showed up, money in hand, couldn't pass it up. I had to sell it. But I'm actually sitting on our new project. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys around that and just, give you the gist. So here we got a 1971 Cub Cadet 106. Actually, I'm holding my garage light behind the camera for lighting because it is so dark in here. There's water in the seats and now my butt's all wet. But it's a farm machine. Somebody had jerry-rigged a piece of board in there to hold the seat on. Tires are kind of old and junk. That's all warped and all that good stuff. I mean, it's a good tractor. It runs good. The only issue, you can see my brand new pair of gloves right there. I'm glad to have some new gloves for once. I'll go ahead and show you what's under the hood here and put my light down. But there's an issue that I have to address in order for it to run correctly. And it's not that big of a deal, but it kind of is. I don't know if they come this way. I had a Cub that I pulled with before and it didn't have this little stupid bowl off the gas tank. I mean, the carb, if you can see in there, has a bowl, but they thought it would be a good idea to add this on there with a different size gas line. So you would have to jerry-rig the crap out of some fuel line here and have like 3 different sizes all connected together in order to get this thing running. Now, the goal is I'm going to pull this gas line off and drain the tank, take that out of there, and hopefully be able to just run a gas line right off the gas tank. That would be the goal. That would be great, because I don't need this stupid bowl, especially because the glass is deteriorating, and when you turn the gas on, it leaks around the outside of the bowl. So that's what these things are known for. On old farm tractors, they do that. So I had to fix that. But all around, this thing runs good, it drives good, everything's good on it. I was going to make it into a pulling tractor, but I actually have another pulling tractor. It looks like my lens is getting all foggy on me. But this is going to be the next big mud build, because it's shaft driven. It'll be unstoppable. So that's the goal. It's got a 10 horse on it. I don't know if you saw that before. 10 horsepower. And it's a good tractor. I just got to take all the landing gear out from underneath of it. All the deck stuff. I call it landing gear. But we're going to address a couple things real quick. Let me set this light down. Plans. I plan on putting some grippier tires on the front here, not these little slick farm tires here. I have a set of used huge 4-wheeler tires online, bookmarked. And, he wants 80 for them. I don't quite have that money quite yet, so I got to save up just a little bit to get those tires. New seat, obviously. I'm going to get probably a pan seat, so I mean, with that hillbilly board and everything, I mean, we can get rid of that. Obviously, all the landing gear needs to go, and do the exhaust and everything. I like this muffler, but I want it to stick out. I don't want it to be hidden like it is. But I don't want a stack blown in my face either, so I need to figure that out. But it runs good and everything. It'll probably just be more for looks than anything. I mean, it's going to be a beast just the way it is, as long as we get some good tires on it. But for paint, my goal is on my pulling tractor, when I repainted it, I painted it back to original. And what I did was I taped off this sticker here, don't mind the red light, and repainted this white. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to tape off the sticker, I'm going to paint it black. So you have black with the black 106 Cub Cadet and the blue striping on it. My God, can't talk English today. And that's what I'm going for. And the frame, I think I'm going to paint that black too. And the fenders are going to be this hunter green here. That was the plan. I bought these for a previous project. I was actually going to camo it, but that didn't work out. I think there's some tan in here too somewhere. Some tan, maybe. No. Alright, no tan. I thought I got some tan, but I guess not. So yeah, that's the goal. I don't know how I'm going to do this, honestly. There's the front grill to it and the bolts for the seat and some other stuff. But yeah, I think what I'm going to end up having to do is drill a hole right there and bring up one of those little C-shaped springs here that I can put the pan seat on top of. And then hopefully get some racks on it or something, another four-wheeler rack if I can get a hold of one. Kind of easy to come by around here. But I might just leave the exhaust where it is. I mean, it's a good muffler. It doesn't have a very good sound to it, but it muffles it and it doesn't blow smoke in my face. So that's the good part. But today, I'm going to be pulling the gas line off there and draining the tank and try and take that bowl off and see if we can run a direct fuel line. So that's what I'm going to be doing today out here in the cold. Haven't been out here in a bit because it's been so damn cold. It's been 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is in Canada, but I know it's below 0 in Canada in Celsius. So, oh man, it's cold. So 30, it's like summertime out here basically. I got the caravan in here for the wind. I can't really move it out because the snow outside's so deep I can't get it out of the garage. I can't even plow the driveway. It's so damn deep outside. So we're just going to stay inside for the day and work on this thing. So I'll start working on that gas tank and see where we get.
Well guys, I actually didn't get a chance to pick the camera up again later in the day. I started working on it, I really got in the zone, and I just got wrapped up in what I was doing, and I got it done. Here you can see a big view of everything I've done here, and I'm going to go ahead and go a little in depth and show you what I did just so you can see for reference. So this is the first picture. The next picture is the top of the cylinder head. Now here what happened is I went to take the gas tank off because I needed to remove it to drain it because of the way the bowl was and everything. I couldn't get a good enough angle where I felt confident where I wasn't going to get gasoline everywhere. And once I started taking the gas tank off, there's a little metal shield over the top of the cylinder head and it bolts to the muffler and everything else. And I had to take some of the head bolts out to get the gas tank bracket off. And when I did that, I could have just taken the gas tank straps off. I realized that, but I kind of wanted to go a little in depth and clean it a little bit and kind of check everything. So I pulled the whole cylinder head off, checked it, cleaned the head gasket, cleaned all. There's a bunch of gunk around the outside that I was afraid was going to get in. I cleaned all that out, put it all back together, cleaned and gapped the spark plug, put that back in, and I left the shield off and I put everything back together, including the gas tank, and that was what I did with the motor itself. Next, you can see the jerry-rigged fuel line. Now, there was a fitting that I did find on another tractor that did fit in my carburetor to allow me to have the same size gas line. But what happened is while threading it halfway into the carburetor, it actually broke off inside the carburetor. So I had to use a special tool to get it out of the carburetor, and I had to just put the old fitting back in and just jerry-rigged it here. All I did was I took the big fuel line and shoved the small fuel line inside of it, put 3 clamps on it, clamped it all together. We're good to go. It's not going anywhere. It's more secure than the way they had it before. The way they had it before was kind of sketchy, but I fixed it, so it's a little better, but it's still jerry-rigged, and I'd like to get another one of those fittings in the future. Now, this is the money picture. This is it completed. All I did was I took one of the fittings off of the bowl that was on there that I removed, and put some thread tape on it. You can see some of it around the outside, and I screwed it into the bottom of the gas tank and just hooked the fuel line right up to it. Fuel is flowing really nice. I tried to start it, but the battery's dead. I charged the battery, went to start it, and found out that the fuel that I drained out of the tank and put back in the tank somehow got some water in it. I don't know where or how, but it did, so I ended up calling it a night, and I'll be going back for it another day when it's maybe a little warmer and putting a little fuel additive in it and trying to start it. If that doesn't work, I'll have to drain all the fuel out and get some clean, fresh gasoline to put in there and blow out the cylinder and stuff, take the spark plug out, that whole dealio. And then it'll be done. And it should run perfectly fine. It ran great before. You guys never heard it run though, but you will eventually, I promise. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. I'm going to try to post try on a weekly basis now that it's starting to get a little warmer now that it's February. But don't take my word on that. There might be a couple weeks that I miss. But I did sell the CRAFTSMAN, and there will be a video following up on that, and you guys will see that. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.